Hello everybody, Easy Rider here and welcome to my next video. Today I want to talk about how to install Viking bags on a 2018 Honda Rebel 500. If you're interested in that, stay with me. Okay, thanks for staying with me. This isn't going to be a step-by-step video. If you go on the Viking site, on the bags, scroll down to the bottom, they have a really good step-by-step. Fortunately, it's kind of a generic step-by-step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you specific things about the Honda 500 Rebel. So you guys with the low attention spans, if you can hang out to the end of this video, I promise you you'll learn something, save you a whole lot of time. So I'm going to turn the camera around in a second here and we'll look at the bags already installed. There we go. Now these are what the bags look like installed on my wife's bike. I think they're really well made. They're made of hard plastic covered by leather. Really beautiful bags, really big. They're 7 inches across here. Forgot the total displacement of them, but they're good sized bags. She had some leather ones on before she wasn't too happy about. They were too small. So she's really happy with this. That thing on the back is a Biker Buddy roll bag that I got from a garage sale, and my wife likes that, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I'm going to give you a few quick tips on how to make this all work. It took me about 4 hours to get it done, and that's by myself, pretty much by myself. Here's kind of what it looks like from the back, opposite side, and like I said, at the Viking site, they do give you a step-by-step, but it's kind of generic. I'm going to tell you in a couple minutes here some of the specific things you need to know about putting these bags on a Honda Rebel. So here we go. First thing that you need to do is you need to get the bike nice and level. The way I did that is I put a 2x4 underneath the kickstand, and that makes the bike pretty much level. Now just be careful when you do this, because at least a little movement to the right and that sucker's going to come over on you. Next thing you want to do is build like a little table out of some jack stands and a 2x6. I just happen to have this piece of wood hanging around. And use a level to make sure that it's completely level. What you're going to use this for is you're going to rest the bag on it so that you can mark the inside of the bag. You have to drill all your own holes with these puppies. You have to mark the inside of the bag where these struts are going to go. And to do that, you need to keep it level. So what I did is I put that board, leveled the board, placed the bag on top of it, made sure the bag was level, and then you have to trace around these bolts right here to figure out the bolts down there to figure out where to do it. And again, they tell you in the video, show you exactly how to do that. Now I will say they tell you to have it at least an inch above the muffler. This is obviously it's a 2x6 or whatever, so it's 1.5 inches. If I was to do it again, I'd probably go at least 2 inches, at least 2 to 2.5 inches up. The reason being is that caliper down there gets mighty close to these struts. So the original holes I made would have hit the caliper, so I had to kick these struts back a little bit. So another thing you might want to do is make sure those struts go back as far as you can go and still, get a good bite when you cut. Show you the difference on this one. You notice here they're a lot straighter down, and they didn't really have anything to bump against other than that chain guard. Now while we're here, you have to they give you 2 sets of spacers, big spacers and little spacers. I use the big spacer. Now this bolt right here comes from the inside of this all the way and screws into the fender. The bolts they give you are the wrong tread. You have to go out and buy new bolts. You can go to Home Depot, they sell them there, and they're 8 by 1.25 by 70 millimeter. I'll put that down in the description. The bolts they give you will not tread into that. Don't even try it. You're just going to end up stripping things. You got to buy 4 bolts, The bottom bolts that go to the bottom of that strut, they're the right ones, but the top ones not so much. Now also another tip, they tell you to drill with a 1/4 inch drill bit. For the bottom of the strut, that works great with those bolts. For the 70mm ones though, you're not going to get that bolt through, so I had to kind of ream it till I can get the bolts to pop through. But you don't want to make it too big. You may also have to buy a couple more of these washers, because I don't think they gave me enough, so you might want to buy a couple washers. Other than that, it was about 4 hours, maybe a little more, and 1 hour of that was running to Home Depot and back, and got the whole thing on. Got any questions or concerns or whatever, give me a yell, but I'm really happy with the outcome. My wife's tickled pink. She's all happy with it, and I think it all came to around $200, you know, maybe $210 when having to buy the extra bolts and stuff. But for saddlebags like this, and it's lockable saddlebags, you can lock it with the lock. And then on this one here, it also has a little hole here. You can throw a little lock on that too if you really wanted to. All in all, man, I give them a 10 out of 10. These are the best bags for the money I've ever seen. Viking bags, look them up online. Great product. Any questions, give me a yell. If you got anything out of this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. You want to subscribe, do that too. Have a good day. Easy Rider out.